Bless her heart. This, I need it. I need it. I love it, y'all. What's up? Hello. If you're new here, my name is Kayla and you are watching Kayla's Bookish Vibes. We are kicking off a weekly vlog. I think I've already inserted some of the clips. I just came from Barnes. I'm so tired of Barnes. I don't know what to do. I'm so tired of Barnes never having the books that I go in for on publishing day. One day I will learn to support my local indie bookshop. It is not even that I don't want to support them. I love my local indie bookshop. It's so, first of all, it's so cute. It's like the perfect size. They always have the books that I'm looking for and books I don't even know that I'm looking for. It's a very diverse bookstore. But it's just downtown. Like, it's inconvenient for me to go there because you have to like find parking and then you have to walk to the bookstore, and depending on what parking looks like, you could be walking like a few blocks, which is fine and dandy if it's just me by myself, but I have baby girl with me and it's raining. She had to get shots today. She had to get vaccines and it had my nerves so bad. It had my nerves so bad. The nurse was young. Bless her heart. In every southern way possible. My baby was in some pain and it really had me on edge. So I was like, I need something to take this edge off. So I went to Barnes and they didn't have what I needed to take the edge off. I did get matcha and that did help take the edge off just a little bit. But the books that I was looking for two very specific books. One of them published today and the other one has already been out, but the paperback published today, and I wanted to get the paperback. They didn't have either. Okay, the first book I actually already read, so I need this trophy for my shelf, and the second book I really want to read right now. Like, I wanted to start that book today, and I am going to start it today. Thankfully I was able to get it on Libby, so I am going to be able to start it today. I'll just have to order it. But the two books that I'm talking about, let's get into it. So the first book is called Birth of a Dynasty. I'll put it here on the screen. I read that book in a day. I read that book in one day and it was a 5-star. This is going to be in the running for being one of my favorite books of the year, I fear. Like, absolutely Is it gonna keep shaking like this? I have not cracked open a book with like no preconceived notions. I hadn't really seen anyone talk about it. It was an ARC. Obviously, I got it on NetGalley. I had the audio and the ebook on NetGalley. I didn't listen to the audio. I ended up reading it with my eyes in one day. It's been so long since I just cracked a book open, didn't know what it was about, didn't read the... I'm gonna have to hold it because it's gonna keep wiggling. I didn't have to read the... I didn't read the synopsis. I literally just opened the book and started reading. And by chapter 7, it was giving me 5-star energy. By chapter 7, I had to stop what I was reading and message the author. When I stopped reading and I was like, who wrote this book? And what else have they written? So I stopped, looked up the author, and I was like, okay, I haven't read anything by this author. But then I looked on her Instagram, and the video that she was using to promote the book was like in collaboration with JJ McAvoy. I was like, wait, what? Then I realized it's the same person. JJ McAvoy wrote one of my favorite romance series, the Dubelle series. And she wrote this book as well. And I was like, it tracks, because I loved her writing in the Dubelle series. I literally read all 3 of those books in one weekend, back to back to back. And I literally blew through this book in one day. So me and her are locked in. She is now an auto-buy author for me. Anything that she has written, anything that she is going to write, I'm going to buy. I need to go and look at her back catalog, because obviously this is the 4th book that I read by her, and I've been obsessed with all of them. Exciting. The book is about I'm going to try my best not to ruin this book, because I did not read the synopsis, so I really don't know what's on the back of it. But it's about a young man who, we start off with his family literally being massacred. Like, that is literally the first page. His family is being massacred. Not just his family, but his whole, like, all of his people are being massacred. And he is the last of his kind. But he has to go into hiding because the people who have killed and massacred his people are now looking for him. There is a prophecy that they don't want to come true, and they need to kill him in order to ensure that this prophecy doesn't come true. They have to kill him. The prophecy aspect of this book I absolutely loved. I loved how they kept referencing it. I loved how it wasn't just like you're told the prophecy in the beginning. I loved that. It's also really about politics. So if you're not into politics, you're probably not gonna like this fantasy. This is adult, by the way, but the politics intrigued me so much. So yeah, what was I saying? Oh, the political intrigue. I love the fact that you got so many different points of view, so you were able to see the politics from every angle. Loved it. Khalil is our main character that we're following majority of the book, and my heart broke for him, but I'm also just like rooting for him, like so hard. I'm rooting for him. This book is about vengeance and getting his lick back. It's about revenge in general, and just like the commentary that it has on revenge and some of the quotes. I need to get this book so I can highlight and tab. Some of the quotes were just amazing. What have I said so far? The prophecy, political intrigue, vengeance, is everything. There's a young lady named Zakora. We are also following Zakora in this book, and we do get her point of view. I absolutely loved watching her story unfold. I loved like where she began, and I just loved her character. She was so endearing. I'm just like, oh, my Shayla. Zakora is my Shayla. I'm her TT Kayla. And I'm so mad because I read this book obviously before it was even released. It was released today, but I've already read it, and now I have to wait God knows how long before I can read book 2. I just feel like a proud auntie who's waiting to see what else is in store for Zakora and Khalil. I loved it. Absolutely loved it. 5 stars. 5s across the board. Literally, I woke up. I think I started this book maybe at like 11 p.m. And I stopped reading maybe like 1 to 2 o'clock in the morning because I was like, okay, you need to get some rest. The next morning around 8 a.m., I packed up me and my kids, packed a bag, and we spent the entire day at my in-laws' house. I spent all day reading while they just enjoyed being with Gigi and Papa. We literally had breakfast, lunch, and dinner and snacks at Gigi and Papa's house. I need to start doing that more often, because that's really the only way that I'll be able to binge a book is if I'm here, because obviously the grandkids are with their grandparents. So It was superb. I sat in my father-in-law's recliner and I enjoyed my time reading that book. That is one you need to get if you enjoy adult fantasy with black characters and space. It's set in Africa. It was so atmospheric. Like, I could see the things. I could like see the fabrics and the colors. I could smell the smells, the food, even like all of it is very graphic. I will say that because it is adult and war is happening. Like, war is coming and it's happening. So it does get pretty gruesome. So if you're not into that, you probably won't like this. Like, she does not hold back on how gruesome wartime can be. So that was there, but I also felt like I was there seeing that. And like, I loved it. I loved it so much that afterwards, after I finished reading that book, I was still in a very much a fantasy mood. So I was looking for more fantasies to read, and I ended up picking up Silver Elite. I forget what the author's name is. I think I got to around chapter 3 or 4, and I was enjoying my time. I was enjoying the writing style, so I am going to return back to that book. But I was just like, I don't want to be here. Take me back to Africa. Y'all are so bland and gray and beige and like, I don't want to be here. Take me back to Africa. So I was like, I need to find another African-based fantasy. And so one of you guys, actually, there was a comment left on one of my videos. I believe it was my historical fiction recommendation video. They mentioned Masquerade. And I was like, that was one of the books that I wanted to read. Like, I believe, I know I did. I mentioned that in one of my anticipated releases video, but I never actually purchased the book and never got around to reading it. And I was like, I know that this is like considered fantasy. I know I saw a lot of reviews say that it's more historical fiction, less fantasy. Either way, it's based in Africa, and that's where I want to be right now. That's what I wanted to pick up today while I was at Barnes, but they didn't have it. But I moseyed on over to Libby and I got the audio and the ebook. I got them both. They were both readily available. So I downloaded them both, as well as my physical copy of Birth of a Dynasty. Y'all, I love that book so much. I went in search of a special edition. I said, somebody's got to be making a special edition of this book already. Even though it hasn't been released yet, somebody's got to be making it. And they are, but I believe they're like sold out. And I had to put my email address in. And they said that they would notify me if there were more, which I don't think they're going to make anymore. I'm so sad. I'll just have to forever keep an eye out to see if someone sells a special edition, which I doubt that they will, because I really feel like this series is going to be like the next Children of Blood and Bone type of situation, because it's adult too. I feel like more people will enjoy it, but I feel like it's going to be one of those fantasy series that so many people really enjoy. I'm obsessed with it. But anyway, I came on to, I guess, complain about Barnes not having those books, and I figured I'd tell you all about it, because who else am I going to complain to? But I'm about to stop yapping. I need to go inside and monitor baby girl. Since she got her shots today, I have to make sure she doesn't have like a fever or anything. She's doing okay. I'm probably going to go ahead and start Masquerade. I'm at my in-laws house right now, because my boys were here while I was taking her to the doctors. So we're probably still going to hang out here for a little while, just so the in-laws can get some more time in with the grandkids. And I'm probably going to get some reading in, and I'll come back when I have like an idea of what Masquerade is even about. I don't think I've read the synopsis of that one either, so I can't really tell you what that one is about. But I'll start that one and I'll come back when I have some initial thoughts.
Words should be a comfort. A twinge of annoyance twists my mouth. How could she possibly know the right thing to do? In a situation like this, how would anyone know so easily right from wrong? When it all seems like we are pivoting left, spinning in circles.
Hey y'all. Okay guys, bring you in just a little bit close. I'm trying to stop bringing you in so close, because when I go back to edit, I realize, like, girl, you always be all up in the, like, they can see you, girl. Our book came, so we need to open it. I'm excited. I thought about doing a reel to post, but do I want to do a reel? I'm not going to, because pub day was yesterday and this didn't come until today after pub day. I never really try to risk it for books that I'm like super excited about, but I went to Barnes. I showed you guys in this video. I went to Barnes to get this book on pub day and they didn't have it. So there's that. So I'm going to go ahead and open it now. I'm excited. I have to, why am I opening it upside down? There we go. I'm excited about this book. Y'all, I love this book so much. I know I already gave you a synopsis on it. It's so pretty. I'm so sad. I really hope that I can get the special edition of this, but I probably won't. I just know, because it seemed like one of those sites that were like, they sell what they have, and then when it's done, it's done. Also, postpartum shedding. She has come uninvited, but she has come, and she is here with a vengeance. So, Birth of a Dynasty. I think I've already gushed about this book enough, but I loved it so much. I also really love reading books on Kayans because you never really know how long it is, and it feels like the book is just flying by. The book could be 500 pages, but if you're reading it on your Kindle, it's just like you're in the, especially if it's a good story, you're just in the book and you don't really care how big it is, versus if you're holding a book that's 500 pages and you're only just not reaching page like 300, you're still kind of like, dang, I got a lot of book left. I read this in one sitting, probably because I read it on my Kindle. Granted, it's not a thick book at all, but when I was reading it on my Kindle, it literally just flew by because I wasn't holding the physical book. But now looking at it physically, I can definitely see why I was able to read this in one sitting, because it's not long. How many pages? It's only 372, sorry, with the epilogue. No, that's the acknowledgements. 369. It's only 369 pages. I swear by my blood that spills upon the earth and the ancestors who watch over us all, your lineage shall weep in agony. You will run to the ends of the earth in fear, and we will find you still. You will cry out for mercy and be given none. The heavens will not forgive, and Madada will not forget. The Mukandai will have its vengeance. This is our oath to you. I love this book, and I pray that the look back will indeed be sufficient. I don't need you to have no awakening, no morals of any kind. Like, I need you to get that look back, and I need you to do it right. I loved it. So glad to have this on my shelf. This is one that I'm going to display because this is a 5-star for me. I have not felt a way about a fantasy in so long, and I'm just so glad that it's one that's like based in Africa, and that it was written by a Black author with a full Black cast. And above all, choose vengeance. That's what it says on the front. This story is about vengeance, redemption, like getting your lick back. That's what this is about. And I loved it. I loved every minute of it. So let me put this on my shelf, and then I will give you guys my initial thoughts on the other book that we're reading for this video. Where am I gonna put her? Can you guys see? Okay. I'm gonna bring you guys closer so you can actually see my shelf. I want to put her up here, but I have my Children of Blood and Bone series stack. I have the hardcover. I'm waiting for Children of Anguish and Anarchy to back. Oh, sorry, babe. So I can complete this little stack here, right? I have Forged by Blood, which I really enjoyed the first book in the series. I got a special edition of this one, which is why on the sprayed edges you can see our girl here, but I also have like just the regular version. So I think I'm going to put this away, or like put it somewhere else. And then this is the second book in that series that I still need to read. Tell me it's stunning. It's stunning. I need to read it though. And I wish it came with sprayed edges, but it does not. This is so pretty. I love it. I love the cover of this. So these two I do want to stay, because I just think they're so pretty. But if I do that and push these over, can I then display this one? Yes, I can. Oh, that little light is in the way. I don't even use these lights anymore because it's so annoying to have to replace the batteries. So I need to figure out another light system, because I do want lights on my shelves. I just don't like that. I just don't like having to replace the batteries so often. But is this too crowded? I know some people don't like space in between their books, like they don't like negative space on their shelves. I personally do. I think, does that look good? What do you think? Let me know down in the comments if this looks okay, or what I could do to make it look, you know, cute. I'm up to suggestions. And then I think put my girl back. Yeah, I need a special edition of this. I need it. I need it. All right, now that we got that on the shelf, let's talk about Masquerade. I'm about 30% through reading. I'll put the cover here on the screen. I'm currently reading Masquerade by Oo Sangoyomi. I'm sure I'm pronouncing that wrong, but I'm enjoying it so far. You guys know, I think I said already that I just wanted to like stay in Africa as far as the books that I was reading. I'm reading other books right now, but as far as my fantasy, like I needed another fantasy. I wasn't ready to put down the fantasy, and I wanted to be in Africa because I just need like an atmospheric read, and this was perfect to pick up because it was the atmosphere is what I was wanting, and this book is definitely giving me that. It's a very well written, beautifully written, actually. Like I love the way this book is written. It almost, no, I won't say that. I won't compare it to that book. It's just the way that it's written. Like very beautiful prose is what I'm trying to say. It's just like poetically written in a way. But it's very atmospheric. Like I feel like I'm there. I'm in Africa. I'm smelling the smells of the market, and I'm seeing like all the different foods that they're talking about and all the different colors and textures of the fabrics. And anyway, so we're following Adoro. That's how it's pronounced on the audiobook, so that's how I'm going to pronounce it. We're following Adoro, who is a, what do you call it when they, a blacksmith of sorts. So she's a blacksmith, but in her, where she is located, they consider blacksmiths like witches because of what it takes to be able to make things out of iron using fire. So they call them witches. She's not a witch though. She's just a blacksmith. Anyway, she is abducted and whisked away to a castle by the, is he a king? He is a king. Like this king who was like slowly taking over different areas, and I think he takes over Timbuktu is where they are, is where they're located. He takes over their area, and she is abducted by him to be his wife. That's pretty much all I've gotten to so far at 30%. She has now realized that the person who abducted her was someone that she had met in the market, maybe like I think 2 weeks prior before, a week prior before, but she thought that he was just like a wanderer because he was dressed poorly, he was dirty and grimy, and he didn't like declare himself like who he was talking to. So she just assumed that she was talking to a wanderer, when in reality she was talking to the king. And they had like a cute little meet cute or whatever. But then he ends up kidnapping her and takes her to the castle to be his wife. She has certain demands before she is willing to marry him. And that's where I'm at so far. It's very, she's very naive, but she's never been anywhere outside of working for her mom as a blacksmith. So it's to be expected for her to be naive. I think I'm just really enjoying the style of writing and how beautiful and poetic the author writes, and I'm also enjoying the atmosphere. So right now we're sitting at about a 3.5. It's what I need though right now, because listen, after reading The Birth of a Dynasty, I was like, I need to be in Africa. Like I need to stay here. I'm loving like the atmosphere, and this book is definitely giving atmospheric vibes. So right now there's really nothing to write home about, but I'm only 30% through. So I'm hoping that like as we continue to read, maybe the stakes get a little bit higher. I think that's what it is. Like it's a fantasy, but the stakes don't feel super high to me. So it's just feeling like almost how I feel when I read a romance novel. It's just like a palate cleanser. I'm just kind of here for a good time to see how this story unfolds. But I'm not like anxious. I'm not like anticipating anything. I'm just enjoying the vibes. Sometimes that's all you need though, you know, like it's just a very, I can see why now a lot of people were like, this isn't necessarily a fantasy, it feels like more of just historical fiction. I can definitely see that now, because like I don't know if the stakes are going to get higher, but right now I feel like there are no stakes. So I'm enjoying it though, and I will let you guys know any further thoughts that I have on that. Am I enjoying it enough to buy the physical copy? I don't know. I do love the cover, and I would love to have the cover on my shelf. So it's one of those books that I'm not going to like go out of my way to purchase unless, I don't know, like I said, I'm only 30% through. It could literally change course and I could become obsessed with the book. I don't know yet. But as it stands right now, it's one of the books that I would buy once I see it on once I see it on Book Outlet during the little $5.99 sale. I would definitely get it then. I would add it to my cart then for sure. But yeah, that's all I wanted to do was let you guys, I need to lint roll this shirt. I just wanted to let you guys know where we were in that book and unbox this book. But today is my baby boy's birthday. Today my baby boy is turning 7. So for the next 2 weeks I will have 2 7-year-olds. And then my oldest will turn 8 in 2 weeks. But right now I have 2 7-year-olds. And I cried. I cried because, you know, just growing up and realizing how fast time flies. But he wants to go to Dave and Buster's, I think, today. So that's what we're going to do for his birthday. I'll come back to you guys when we are doing something else bookish. Hey, yo. Excuse the mess. We're filming. Right now I'm trying to film my intro for my book room tour, which will have been up already. I'm trying to film that intro and that outro because I did the walkthrough earlier today, but I was looking absolutely crazy. So I just did what I could do. Okay, I did what I could do with my hair, even though it's literally falling out of my scalp and it's so thin. I did what I could do. Okay. And then I filmed a little intro and I filmed the outro, and I think I'm just going to try and edit it on there. But I realized while I was doing that that's going to be my 100th uploaded video on Booktube. So exciting. So now I'm about to sit down, and while baby girl is sleeping, I filmed that. We'll hopefully have that video up today. I'm also going to sit down and do my monthly reading wrap up because I read a few books. So that will probably be up before this video as well. Sorry, I'm blinding you. My bad. And then what else am I gonna do? That's probably all I'll be able to film. Honestly, I don't really know what else to film. I'm literally filming a video right now, filming a vlog, the weekly vlog. So I'm trying to do this while I have makeup on. Oh, that's what I picked this camera for. I wanted to show you guys, I guess, like a little behind the scenes, a did you know type deal. Did you know that your clicker for your whoa, my mind literally just flew away. Did you know that the clicker for your Kindle is just a Bluetooth clicker? I use it to help take my thumbnails. So as you can see, what would usually be on your Kindle is right here on my phone, and I make sure that the tab is over like the photo button. And then I have the clicker in my hand, and when I click it, it takes a photo. Let's take an inception photo. Just took my photo. You can also do it to like start a video, but this is how I take my thumbnail photos. Just in case, I thought I would let you guys know that because you probably have a Kindle clicker and it can help you take your thumbnail photos for all my fellow Booktube creators out there. So that's what I'm trying to do, is take a thumbnail for the room tour video. All right, let's see which ones are cute. I love it because you can literally take as many photos as you want until you get it right. Anyways, I wanted to show you that. So I'm going to get a good photo for that thumbnail, and then I'm going to film my monthly reading wrap up, and then I will come back because we actually need to do a reading update for this vlog as well. I'm trying to do all the things while baby girl is sleeping. Alright guys, we have been reading this book all morning, afternoon, into the afternoon. I started off working and I was listening to it while I worked. I just made the kids some lunch. I'm trying to make myself some lunch. Then I'm going to put her down, and I've been listening to it this whole time so I can give you guys a really good update. I want to say we're about 70% through this book. So as soon as I put her down for a nap, because she's tired, then I will come back and give you guys an update on Masquerade, because we're pretty much done with Masquerade. Again, 70% through. So I'll come back and give you guys an update in just a second. Okay, let's talk about it. We are 66% through Masquerade. Let's talk about it. I am going to say I'm enjoying it for the most part, but I do have thoughts. I'm going to tell you what I like, and I'm going to tell you what I don't like, while also eating my lunch, because we have to multitask, baby. She is sleeping, and I got to eat while she sleeps, or I won't eat. I'll look up and it's dinner time and I ain't eating nothing. So I will say what I'm loving, the atmosphere. I'm loving the atmosphere. After reading Birth of a Dynasty, I've been reading a lot of fantasy lately, I just realized. But I have been in a fantasy mood, and I've been saying, like, I want to get back into my fantasy bag. And I am. Like, I'm loving where I am right now. But we read The Bones of Ruin. And I enjoyed that fantasy. I enjoyed... It wasn't necessarily something I would consider atmospheric, though. It wasn't necessarily giving what I was wanting atmosphere-wise. But after coming off of that, I was like, okay, I want to stay in fantasy. So I read Birth of a Dynasty. I was like, okay, I want to stay in fantasy, but I also need for it to be super atmospheric. And the atmosphere that I am enjoying right now is Africa. Okay. So it's like, I need another African-based fantasy. So I picked this one up, and it is delivering, hands down, it's delivering on the atmosphere spectrum. Like the colors, the vibes, the foods, the smells, the visuals. It's just giving me everything that I need as far as that goes. Like, these people are stunning. They're stunning. I'm seeing their different hairstyles with their different outfits that they're wearing, and I'm just like obsessed with the visuals, the food, the stews, I'm just like, I'm enthralled with the atmosphere. But the story is what's throwing me right now, which is why it's so hard for me to give this. Right now I'm sitting at a 3, maybe even a 3.5, depending on how it ends. I think I mentioned already that the stakes didn't seem very high to me. And even at 66% of the book, where I know the author intends for the stakes to be high, it still just doesn't feel, I guess, like thrilling. When you have like a high stakes fantasy, it's almost thrilling because you're trying to figure out like what's going to happen next. Not thrilling as in scary, but thrilling as in like on the edge of your seat. And I'm just not feeling that. So for me, that's why I feel like the stakes aren't high enough. It almost feels like a cookie that's half baked. It's like I'm eating around like the crispy edges, but the middle is still undone. And that's what this book feels like. It just kind of feels not undone in the sense of like it's not completed, but undone in the sense of it's not going all the way for me. There's something about it that's just not, I don't know how to explain it. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. There's something about it that just doesn't feel whole. Our main character is confusing to me because at the beginning she was so naive, and I'm just trying to figure out when she switched from being naive to like being a character who's able to give input in a military setting, you know? Like, now you're advising military operations, and then she goes back to being naive. So it's like, which is it, you know? But I guess I think the author is maybe trying to show that this character has layers, but it's just not making sense. Like, how you can be so cunning to be able to give this advice during a specific scene, but then go back to not being able to see like what's right in front of you. So that's a little frustrating. It's like, either make her naive and gullible, or make her this like super tactical character who can do all these amazing things. Like, don't do in between, because that just feels weird. It doesn't feel like an actual fully fleshed out character. Those are my thoughts on that. I don't really think I can take you any further in the book as far as like telling you what's going on in the book, because I don't want to ruin anything. But I am really enjoying the atmosphere. Like, the atmosphere and the prose are beautifully written. Like, the writing style is just so pretty to read, and I think that's why I'm sticking with it, and why I am enjoying it is because her writing style is very pretty and very visual. Like, I can see everything that she's doing. I just have questions about some of the things that she's doing. Is this YA? It's adult. Ooh. It's adult. To me, it's not reading. It's like an adult fantasy. And I now understand why everyone was saying this is more historical fiction than it is fantasy, and I would have to agree with that. I'm so sorry talking to you with my mouth full, but I'm trying to multitask. I'm not familiar with the history that, you know, it's telling. I'm not familiar with it whatsoever, but it's definitely not giving like super fantasy vibes. There's no like magic system, at least not yet. I'm not sure if this is supposed to be a series, and maybe that would help me understand why it's feeling like it's not done, because maybe there's more to the story. Pages of a Forgotten Dawn. It's set to release in 2026. But is it... It's not saying on Goodreads that it's a continuation. And it looks like it's going to be published by Page Street Kids. So it's probably going to be a YA or even a middle grade. But I don't know. It's just something about it. It's just not feeling complete. I don't really know how else to explain it other than that. I do love the cover though. And I do want the trophy for my shelf once I finish it. So maybe I'll put it like on my wish list or something. But I'm not going to like go out of my way to buy it right now. Like after I finish Birth of a Dynasty, I need that book now on my shelf today. But this one I feel like I can hold off and I can like would like to receive it as a gift later down the road. So I guess I'll let you know if my thoughts change for this book by the end of the vlog. I really don't see it changing, but again, only 66% through, so it could change like in the last half of this book. And if it does, I will definitely let you know by the end of this video. But what I'm about to do now is finish my lunch peacefully. I'm probably going to watch some Booktube while I eat. And then after I finish my lunch, if baby girl is still sleeping, I need to update my reading journal. So, two things. I want to do like a book update for Masquerade and let you guys know my final thoughts. I know you just saw me fill it in on my reading journal, but I need to like give you my final thoughts. But also, we got some really cute mail. I love the packaging of this. This is from With Love Mina, which is like a bookish boutique, I guess, that I found on Instagram. And I purchased this with my own money, like, and they just sent it to me like regular. This was not like they didn't send me anything. But I wanted to share it with you guys because it's just cute bookish merch. And then I wanted to give you my final thoughts on Masquerade, and then we get in the vlog. So I want to open this. I've been waiting all day to open this with you guys. I don't want to cut into the box because the packaging is just so cute. It has stickers literally. Let me cover this up. It literally has stickers all over it. Hopefully you guys can see. Literally stickers all over the box. I want to keep the box. It's like even on the side she put stickers. Literally just a girl, the Homebody Club. I low-key would have preferred the stickers in the box so that I could use them, you know? But the packaging is so cute. It's like I don't want to rip into the box. Obviously I just got out of the shower, washed my hair, did all the night care routine situation. And I finally got baby girl down, so I was like, let me go in the book room really quick. I love it. I was like, let me go in the book. Oh, I love it, y'all. I was like, let me go in the book room really quick and open this package with the girlies and the fellas. I know some fellas watch me too. This is so stinking cute. Oh. She did put some extra goodies in here because I didn't order all of this. Wow, she put a lot of extra goodies in here, actually. There's a little note in here too. Kayla, thank you so much for showing support and taking a chance on my small business. I am so grateful. I'm running low on box filler, so sorry if it looks scarce. I hope your experience has been positive. Please do not hesitate to reach out with any comments or requests. With love and thanks always. Girl, I literally just gushed about your packaging. It's perfect. I love it. And I love the fact that you took the time to write a little note. I love because something I'm going to use is a desk to-do list as a mom, as like a project manager of my household. I need this. So she sent me this as an extra. I didn't order this. This is like a little notepad that has a schedule like from 6 a.m. to 12 a.m. your priorities, a to-do list, and other special notes, but it's fall themed. Can you see it? It's fall themed. I can't wait to get to use that for the fall. She sent extra bookmarks. The Homebody Club. Her bookmarks are so cute. That's a cute one. This one says POV, the enemies become lovers. Cute. Hot Girl Book Club. Oh, I really like this one. I've been into gingham lately, so this one is really cute. Another gingham with strawberries. I've been into strawberries lately too, and it has a cute little tassel. Stop it. I love it. And then one with a little fat saggy cat on it. I'm not a cat lady, but I do love the other ones. And then what is this? She sent me a lot of extras, y'all. A lot of them. That's really sweet. Okay, I'm actually really excited for that. A scrunchie. You guys know I love my scrunchies. I will put it right here on my scrunchie stand. I love scrunchies. A tea bag. What is this? I don't know what type of tea this is. I'm not gonna lie to you. I am not a tea person, so this probably will not get used. Are you gonna focus? There we go. I'm not a tea drinker, like, unless it's chai. I do enjoy chai tea. But other than chai tea, I don't like tea, so I probably won't use that. But it was thoughtful. And then she has her card and the QR code in the back in case you want to scan it. You can scan it now with your phone. I love it. Okay, more stickers. I tried to form a gang, but it turned into a book club. I love that. This is so cute. Bookish Babe. That's gonna be so cute on a Kindle. Ask me what I'm reading. I actually don't ask me what I'm reading, but I do think this script is adorable and I will use it on my Kindle probably. And then two more. Ooh, that's Cafe Bustelo, which is literally my favorite coffee and espresso. So I actually use the coffee and the espresso of Cafe Bustelo. So this is literally like on brand for me. Definitely going on my Kindle. And then a little bike. Cute little bike. Can never have too many stickers, especially for junk journaling and things. So love all of that. Those were all extras. I did not pick any of those things. Now onto the things that I did actually purchase. This hat is so cute. It says read more books. It's a snapback. The words are hot pink and the bill is red. I do believe that it comes in another colorway, but I got this one because obviously I love pink. This is so cute. It's so cute. I would put it on right now, but my hair is literally soaking wet. I need more hats because my hair is falling out, okay? I'm going through postpartum shedding and I was like, I need more hats, but I'm not a hat girly. But then when I saw this hat, I was like, I could wear that hat. Obviously, it's very on brand. I could wear that hat. So I got that. But then I also, while perusing on her site for bookish hats and bookish merch in general, I saw this little necklace. So I got this as well. Oh, I love that she packaged the chain separately so that it doesn't get all knotted up. But it's like a little bookish locket necklace. I have been looking for another book necklace. I have one on my Amazon storefront, but it's just like an open book. And I do like that necklace, but I wanted one that was a closed book. And this one you could actually put something in it if you wanted to. I don't know what I would put in there. I'll have to think long and hard on that. But it's a little bookish lock. And it's actually a necklace. The chain is in here, packaged separately. Okay, so it has like a small needle thing that you put through. And you could add more charms, I guess, if you wanted to. And then it comes with this little gold ball that you stick back through there. Nice. Okay. Let's put her on, shall we? Oh, I absolutely love. I love it. It is so cute. Now, you can open it. There's the locket. I love that. That is so cute. Absolutely adorable. I'm sure you all, anyone who hasn't watched this vlog, at least up until this point, is probably gonna ask me, Kayla, where did you get your book necklace? So I'll be sure to leave that link, her shop link down below. Oh, it also came with a little chapstick. I literally just saw this. A little with love. Oh, and it says with love, Mina, Books and Boutique. So it has her store name and her little logo on it. Go ahead, girl. I love that for you. Oh, it's, as soon as I took it out, I haven't even taken the top off. As soon as I took it out of that packaging, you can smell it. It smells like vanilla. It smells so good. Oh my goodness. Okay, and her little logo is a mermaid. So, oh, it smells so good. I'll leave this on my desk so when my lips get chapped, I hate chapped lips. Nothing ticks me off more than my lips being dry. So I will leave this little chapstick to sit on my desk. So whenever I'm editing for long periods of time, I can have chapstick readily available. Guys, it's the small things that just make me so happy. I need to add my bookmarks to my little bookmark stand. I need to add my scrunchie to my little scrunchie stand. This was so cute. Oh my god, I need to message her. I need to message her on Instagram because that was so unexpected. I was not expecting all of that to be in there. All the stickers, all the bookmarks, the scrunchie, the notepad, all the things. So yeah, you guys check her out. Again, I randomly found her on Instagram, followed her on Instagram, looked at her shop, and purchased things. Like there has been no communication between her and I up until this point. I am going to send her a message and say thank you. And let her know how much I love her shop, but I will leave a link down below just so you guys can take a look. She also sells books on her website, so I'll leave that link down below. But I wanted to give you guys my final thoughts. My final rating for Masquerade is a solid 3-star. Like, it's very mid. It's like, I didn't love the book, but I also didn't hate the book. And I will say, after completing the book, I did see where the author wanted Adodo, which is our main character who we're following. I could see where she wanted her to start versus where she ended, and the character development that she was going for. It just didn't feel believable to me as I was reading. It was just like such a big jump. It didn't feel believable to me. I did love the atmosphere though, and I loved the prose. Like, I loved the lyrical way of writing that this author has, and like, I would definitely read something else by her. And I do recommend this book if you want a fantasy based in Africa about Black characters and you love that type of writing. I think you will enjoy it. It just wasn't like a 5-star, even a 4-star for me because of the plot, I guess is what it is. Like, I loved the writing style, and I loved the different elements and like the atmosphere that it gave, but the plot of it all wasn't, I don't know, I guess it wasn't worth writing home about. I don't want to be super negative. I hate being negative about books, but it was meh. It was okay. I am glad I read it, and I am going to add it to my wish list because I do want to add it to my shelf. I love the cover, and again, I love the writing style and the atmosphere of the book, so I do want to own this book, and I would recommend it. It just was a 3-star. That's all I'm gonna say, because I feel like I'm digging myself deeper and deeper the more I talk about this book, and I don't want you guys to think that I dislike it. I just didn't love it. So we're getting close to our reading goal. I didn't think I would be able to reach my reading goal this year, which was 50 books, just like with the new baby and everything, but we've been reading. And we're getting really close to that goal. I will say with that, like a little channel update, you guys probably know, like, school is starting for most people. Even if you don't have kids, you probably realize that school is starting because literally all of the back to school campaigns, I'm sure the traffic looks different in your area. We do homeschool though, so I will be obviously preparing for that. We start school a little bit after the school in our area, but obviously I have to prepare for that, and like lesson plan and curriculum, like narrow things down with the curriculum we're going to be using, and planning field trips for our school year. So I will be taking like a little step back from the channel for a short period of time. I don't know how long it's going to last or what that's going to look like. That may look like just me not having weekly vlogs and just having to do sit down videos for a little while until I get everything situated with that. And then obviously we're gonna have a new routine because we're starting back doing homeschool, so I'm gonna have to figure out when I can fit in filming with everything else. So yeah, if you see that I'm not uploading weekly vlogs and I'm doing more sit down content at this time, it's because of that. It's back to school, and I want to make sure me and my boys have a good back to school year for our homeschool this year. So thought I would let you know that. Thank you so much if you made it to the end of this weekly vlog. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you did make it to the end of this video, please leave this emoji to let me know that you stuck around to the very end. That always helps my channel out. It lets YouTube know that you are enjoying my content and that it should continue to push out my content. So I really enjoy reading those comments. Even if you don't have anything to say and you just leave that emoji, that helps me out and I really appreciate it. So I will see you guys in my next video.